I've come to a very interesting spot in the rainforest up the side of a hill. Looks like a human cutout area, maybe even cut into some stone at some point. Makes me wonder what was here and when. Looks old, but it looks fairly clear. So maybe it's been used recently, but might go back to World War II or something. Who knows? I'm deep in the North Queensland rainforest, about 200 metres from the suburbs of Edmonton. It's almost hard to believe that chaos of human urban life is just a couple of hundred meters away, maybe less in some places. This is the rainforest leading up to the escarpment of the top of the Dividing Range, through a creek and rainfall called Isabella. And I'm heading up for that ridge over there, and then I'll hopefully be able to walk along the ridge to the top of the waterfall. Haven't done it before, so here's a go. One of the trickiest bits about bush bashing in a rainforest in Australia is this beauty. Little fella here called a wait a while, and or a lawyer vine. I don't know what the lawyers had to do with the wait a while, but there's probably a lesson in there somewhere. Anyhow, it's covered with the main vine limb is covered with fine little thorns that just grab hold of your shirt. So I've come up this steep bit, and now it's starting to level out a little, and the ridge looks like it's just about up here. There's some beauty trees here. Look at that. But all very secondary growth, I suspect, from previously being logged, cut down. Well, I've got up the slopes, and I think I'm pretty much at the ridge here now. Big tree buttress, another beautiful big tree up there. Fabulous canopy. Very quiet, just birds. Occasionally some urban noise that echoes up from the valley. I'm more or less at the top of the ridge. I think one goes off further to the northwest. I'm going to head along the side of it so I can keep to the more to the west, southwest, and meet up back at Isabella Falls. I've finally come across this beauty eucalypt growing here in the rainforest. Not really a rainforest tree, but there you go. But also what I discovered was some hiker markers. There's one. And that one's leading up this ridge, and way up there is another one, but I don't want to go that way, but I might follow the marker down or close to and see if it gets to the top of the waterfall. Another hiking marker, and I think I can hear the waterfall spilling over in the background. I can just very lightly see the top of the waterfall flowing over from down there. There's the beauty of a tree just here. Some great trees, hopefully they continue to grow big and old. At its best, the rainforest can be quite easily to walk through because the heavy canopy prevents a lot of undergrowth, especially lawyer vine, getting in the way. And this is a great patch, and although there's a little bit of cloud, it's quite dark and cool down here. The temperature out in the city is probably getting up to 26 degrees, 27 degrees. And so we come to the top of the waterfall, series of cascades. This is the smallest start up here. And so here we are, the very first cascade of Isabella waterfall, and it will continue down its merry way to a much larger waterfall.